Hey yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Thanks for tuning in. On this episode, we've got Squashballs. He's in a 7201K, Tier 10 German heavy tank from my clan cartel. He's about to have a rollicking good time. On Fjords. It's Fjords. That is how you pronounce it. Do not tell me otherwise. He's headed down here to the southwest corner, which hasn't changed a whole lot, as far as it being kind of an important area for heavies to fight in and win. The details of the corner here have changed a bit. It's not quite as smooth. There's a couple better places to fall back to. There's some bushes back in there which can be used. So as far as from the west spawn, it is quite a bit different. And in fact, it's a little bit different up here at the corner as well. Talk about that as we go. Squashballs is driving on in here. He's got that little bit strange rear-turreted heavy tank going on, so you'll see that it is a little uncomfortable and he's gonna have to deal with that. He drops 779 on the poor Karen, and down that guy goes. You'll see that he's running a large kit, both med kit and repair kit, and he's crazy, absolutely insane. He is running with chocolate and no fire extinguisher of any kind in a German tank. That is gutsy right there. I have to assume he's got a good crew in here. If you do see this video, Squash, let us know if you're running with a full, fire extinguisher, firefighting, that's it, firefighting skill on all your crew. That would be interesting. So he is looking at this JPZ, a little bit of a standoff, and you can see that this corner is actually a bit different here. There's a little bit of cover to come around the corner now and fight these guys without getting absolutely wrecked by the TDs up on their TD hill back there. So that is a little bit of a difference. Holy cow, look at how far that thing just lobs. The JPZ decides it's time to get in there and maybe do a little something. That was a nice job, actually. Gets in there, gets right into his face, forcing the JPZ to shoot into his turret. And you see that he's switched over to heat, and heat is going to go right through that upper superstructure, especially from a big gun like this. Just avoid hitting the matlet, go right or left on that flat plate, and heat will eat that up all day. JPZ looks to be looking for a weak spot or something to shoot him in the face. There is a guy behind him, and it looks like the JPC is deciding to shoot back there. And down he goes. So we're already at 2,953. Realize as you cross right here, there are TDs often up on that hill up there. But a bunch of their TDs seem to have pushed up, so I'm not even sure there's one back there. And if there is, he doesn't have any shots right now. You can see that Squash is able to go right by that sniper hill over there at about H8 or 9 or so without taking a hit. And if you're counting noses, you've got a pretty good idea. There's probably not much up there, maybe a tank, but as it turns out, I don't think there is one. The JT will be falling back. He finds this ISU out in the open, drops him. Like many great games, you're going to find that your RNG is really on your side right here, so Squash is having some good luck with that. The T-92 is game. He wants a piece of Squash, but runs away once that big cannon starts pointing at him. And now Squashballs has won the southwest, and he's pushing up into the middle. The game's not really won at this point. It's pretty much still even, although they're starting to get a little bit of map control, except that the north is falling. So this is a little bit odd. Looks like Squash's team owns the south. The red team owns the north. Is this a new meta? I don't know. I haven't played enough right now to tell you. Some of you may have a better idea. If the west cap has a better time taking the north, I think it does, but I'm not 100% certain. It doesn't really matter in this game because this is what he's got. Now, he's got a lot of tanks out here, but some of them are quite hurt, and he's going to come around here with all this armor and this big gun. Prioritizes the 57, what happens to be the guy lit. That's a good kill. Get rid of that tier 10. The Object 140 is a bit of a concern. If he comes down on his right side, that could suck. And the two Pattons should be hold down in front of him. There's one of them right there. So they've showed up on cue. He's going to just accept that they're sitting there just to knock down that low, and he doesn't have a lot of great choices here. He wants to get rid of the Sum if he can. He's got two Pattons on his side, so playing it by ear a little bit here, kind of keeping his front armor to the two Pattons, and the Suma is a little bit foolish. I don't know, he's probably in a reload or something, just hoping to live long enough. And this was a nice move. He's keeping his front armor to the two Pattons in front of him and just getting his reload, and then looking over left and seeing when he can take a shot on the Suma and take him down. So again, he's just going to accept the fact that he may take a hit here, but take that dude down. And now he's got freedom of movement to push straight ahead into these two Pattons. If these guys do it right, they should be able to take him down here. He does have some help with the low and the T-54 behind him. There, that was a good move. Takes a hit on him, and it's looking bad for our hero right here. He's just sort of wading into these two dudes. But then this, or Patton right here, takes a hit, takes another hit, and now he is the wounded duck, so he's going to go down first. Pushes into him, takes him down. The other Patton is now alone. In fact, he's the only tank. Squashes up to 8 kills, 5,573 damage. Going to go up top here, so it doesn't really matter which way the Patton goes. He's going to get some shots as he comes over the top, as opposed to driving down and around, which allows the Patton to have a little bit more freedom of movement down there. This kind of sucks. He's actually going to miss him. What the? Or bounce. I guess it was a bounce. Gets a little bit of ram damage. Oh, thank you very much. The Patton kills the only guy that can kill off the Patton, so that allows Squash to gobble up that last kill. Keep a little bit of distance between them. Don't let the guy circle around him, and down he goes. 9 kills, 6,456 damage, 2,400 blocks, 642 assists. This is a great game in the 7201. Obviously, top tier, tier 10 in a 357. You're certainly set up for success, provided you can not avoid getting swarmed or crushed by a JPZ, maybe penning you right there, but doesn't take a lot of damage early. Uses his HP in one of the critical phases to kind of push in and clean up a bunch of near deads. And nice job overall, Squash. Little bit of discussion as well on whatever it is, Fudgeords, about how things have changed just a little bit. Obviously, the middle is a bit of a mess at this point. Very open. You saw where the Pattons were hold down. That's a pretty standard thing you're going to see on this map from now on. Guys camping in those bushes, hold down, and then backing off, taking shots. It's going to be very difficult to push against them if they're dug in really well. Just happened to be that they had the right tank and a little bit of support to do so on this one. All right, guys. Hope you like what you saw. Hope you learned something on this episode. And if you did, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Keep on supporting it, and we will see you.